Hello, 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 fam. I'm back. I had to warm my coffee. I don't even know why I still drink coffee because it takes me all morning to drink 1 cup. But I just warmed it up, and let me eat this grape because I need a little courage to say what I need to say. So, made the first video, posted it, and after I posted it, God said to me, "You didn't go deep enough. You didn't say everything that I revealed to you. You didn't share everything that I revealed to you. And it's not about you. It's about me. Meaning, it's not about me. It's about God. And so I have to make another video to share and go a little deeper. And what God revealed to me was that fear was blocking me from saying everything that He wanted me to say. Fear of being vulnerable. Fear of going deep enough to where I can really get all of these things out in my heart that should not be there, that's blocking or preventing me from having a clean slate of being on my road to financial freedom and financial domination. So I want to share a story with you and just give you a little more depth into what God is doing in my heart, and hoping that it will encourage you and allow you to see and be more vulnerable with your own. I have to be the example. I can't, say and encourage you to do something if I'm not doing it myself. So I want to tell you about love and about love relationships. One thing that I know for sure is that I am very good in love relationships when it comes to love. But one thing that I also know for sure, that when it comes to conflict in those love relationships, that is certainly my demise and has been my demise in several relationships in the past. And so although I know what things are my strengths, I also recognize what things are my weaknesses, and with God's help, I know that He's going to get me to a better place in that. But I want to share a story with you about a love relationship that I had well over 10 years ago. And I was in this relationship with this man, and I just thought that he was phenomenal. Just super fantabulous. I had never been in a love relationship with a man who was that selfless and was that kind-hearted and that sweet, and just all of the personality characteristics that you would want in a love relationship, he had. And I remember the relationship was just going on fine, that I thought, and God spoke to me and said, let the relationship die so that I can mature it. And at that time, of course, I didn't want to let the relationship go, because I'm like, Lord, why would you tell me to let the relationship go so you can mature it, or let it die so you can mature it? And what does that mean anyway? Very early in my spiritual walk, so, I was still, learning how to listen to God and learning what particular things He said meant. And so I did let the relationship go. In my mind, I thought that God would eventually bring it back together. Well, during the time that we were separated, God said to me, "That's not my best for you." And at that time, I thought, your best for me, God? Please, I know you're tripping. I know you're tripping right now, because I've never had anybody to love me like that. And at that time, I said, God, well, I don't really know what your best is, but I'm satisfied with what I got right now. So in my immaturity, I was not ready to let that relationship go, because I couldn't even imagine God bringing something better into my life at that time. And so it took God revealing secrets about that person to me that helped me release that relationship and let it go and move forward. And so with that said, I want to say this. And because it's getting me back to the dream that I had last night, and all of the things that God was revealing to me in that dream about me going back to the past when I experienced my periods of loneliness, or just desire to be in another relationship. And so what God revealed to me and what He said to me was that fear of being vulnerable definitely is going to affect how you handle money. But fear of being vulnerable is also going to impact and directly affect how you prosper in relationships. And so that's why I'm back making another video, because I don't want fear to be in the way of me prospering financially, and I certainly don't want fear being in the way of me prospering in my next relationship. But also, fear is like leaven. You know, you can't compartmentalize emotions just to one area of your life. So if you walk in fear in a love relationship, then you're going to walk in fear in your financial relationship and what you do with money. You're going to walk in fear in your work relationships. You're going to walk in fear in other areas of your life because an emotion cannot be compartmentalized. And so that was the lesson for me today. And I hope that inspires you and allows you and encourages you to look deeper, because I didn't do that. So I'm sorry for not going deep the first time, but I wasn't ready. But you know, what I do want to be is obedient, and whatever he tells me to do, I'm going to do it, because one thing that I know for sure, whoever leaves you in a relationship, whether you leave them or they leave you, one thing for sure about God is that he will never leave you and he will never forsake you. And his love is solid, and you can always count on it and always depend on it. So what sounds like it might not be related to your road to financial freedom and your road to being a financial domination, if God speaks to you like he spoke to me about something in your heart that has to do with a love relationship, receive it and understand that it is connected, because nothing is compartmentalized when it comes to emotion. Okay, so that's all I gotta say. I hope this helps somebody, because it certainly does help me, and it puts me in a place of humbleness, of letting me know that there's areas of my life that I think that I am at a place that I'm really not, but God is getting me there. And another thing that I want to say is that God does not reveal something to you that he does not want to heal you from. And many times when he reveals things to you, he's either trying to protect you from hurt that would come if you stay in that place or stay in that relationship. And he is also revealing things to you so that you can heal from hurt that has already happened. And I have experienced that on both ends. So keep going, keep pushing through. When it gets uncomfortable, keep pushing. When it gets a little bit like, oh God, I didn't want to open up that wound, I didn't want to show that, keep pushing, because he wants to heal you of that. Because there should be nothing that stands in the way of you being the financial dominator and walking in financial freedom that God has called you. We're in this together. I love you, and I shall see you on the next video. How about that?